Let there be light, and there was light. So we are calling on waters, intuition, transparency, of course, intuition and waters, because waters reflect, and this is all in helping us get to. Okay, all right. This is all to help us get onto the path of the fifth and eighth dimension for those of us who are not there yet, or those of us who are preparing and really into listening to what Mother Eve is telling us or wanting us to know, the induction of what Mother Eve is conveying. Now, so far in this few sessions that I've done as well is that I'd just like to sort of recap a bit on what we have just spoken of, which is that Mother Eve is really wanting us to well, it has been going on, wanting us to prepare for this fifth, eighth dimension. The fifth and eighth dimension is one and the same. You just look at my mouth talking, and it's really all of that. It is what we taste with, we speak, we suck, we kiss, we eat, we yawn, and so on. This is the all of this. The tongue also equals 10, which has balance. This is why it is said that you can eat, you can curse with the tongue and you can bless with the tongue. And so we see that, and it's also said it's the strongest muscle in the body. Now, it says the strongest muscle in the body, and I think I saw someone pulling something really a truck with their tongue or something. Anyway, let's not get too dramatic, but it's just saying how strong as well the tongue is, that you know, it's like a weapon. That's why the words that we use, the words is synonymous with the word sword. So if we turn the if you're watching this, I'm sure you know, well, I'm believing that you would have come across this already. So the word words is really swords. So if we just take the S here and put it there, this is Mother Eve, because Mother Eve is the god of words. So she also is the god who has the sword, and that's what Mother Eve is also wanting to let us know, because when we do not really pay heed to the messages, we tend to find ourselves wounded. And of course, a sword is that which wounds you. So the wound in itself is that which stops us in our tracks, like a serpent, the snake. We are not allowing ourselves to get to the, or it may be that we are choosing that path to allow ourselves to get into the wisdom of the serpent. Okay, but sword and words are synonymous in this sense. Now, where was I? Okay, so Mother Eve, yeah, has been teaching us about that, and really how important it is that we also pay attention to the characteristics of the 14 gods in Genesis. So the 14 gods would be this, well, Mother Eve is the said god, which is the god of gods here. We have the said god, the god who saw, the god of soaring, so the god of division, the god of calling, the god of forming, the god who made, the god who set, the god who ended, the god who breathed, the god who created, and the god who moved. So I think there is one of those gods that is the god who formed. The god who formed is actually in, because I counted 10 here, but the god who formed is actually one of the gods in Genesis of chapter 2. So this is 10, and then we have the god who planted, so this is 11. The god who blessed is 12. The god who blessed 12. I think I've counted 12. And the God who made, or there is another one that I have not. So I think I have counted. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I've got the God who blessed, so I've counted 14. So I perhaps have not numbered them correctly on my fingers. Yeah, so we have the God who blessed and the God who planted and the God who formed. I think these gods are in the same category. Okay. All right. So Mother Eve has really warned us not to be duped into thinking that these gods were not, they are not gods. They are gods because they were the ones the title deeds had gone to when Mother Eve said, "Let there be light," or "Let there be this," or "Let there be that," and there were eight. There were eight of these lettings. Now that would coincide as well with the eight lettings. Of course, I'm just thinking because we have 14 gods, and of course we have seen how 7 is 20. The 8, I had worked this out, that how the number 11 also would show 8, but we could see how we have 11 on the template here, which is 5 and 6 here comes to 11, and of course that comes under the 8, which is where Mother Eve ate of the fruit. So but Mother Eve gave the 8 lettings. So the gods, I can only presume that they worked in partnership. And of course, that would be the spirit of partnership that would be handed to us. Because hands, we have 2 hands, we have 2 legs, so we have 2 eyes. So that is already showing there were some of the gods who actually worked in partnership. We also have 9 of the gods from Genesis chapter 1, and we see that we have 9 circles to our bodies, 7 to our head, and 2 down below. So that in itself is very evident. We could say that the gods left their marks upon us so that we can be identified by them, or we are able to identify ourselves through them. Okay. There's another thing that came to mind with the gods. I've been able to identify us by the logos that they have left, or we identify ourselves through them. I'm trying to get this this thought that came for identity. Okay, Mother Eve. It's with number 9. So 9 is denoting, which is 9 circles, and 9 is denoting beginning. So beginning, and of course the 5 is also denoting end. So I had not covered that in just the last 3 presentations, but we see 5 and 9 is 14. 5 and 9, 14, and of course this is how we see that Mother Eve, when we add the numerical values to Mother Eve name, the name Eve, that equals 14. 1 plus 4 is 5, and of course that's beginning and end. Basically Mother Eve is beginning and end, but Mother Eve is warning us now that we are not in the beginning, now we are in the end. And I'm believing that on the 15th of May we are beginning the new phase of the 8th cycle. So again, like I said, I bought this blouse that had on it for the 8th phase. I think that is really wonderful, and it's the same place that I bought this top. So that was, Mother Eve was very present with me, guiding me not only to get so basically I bought the 8th the blouse that said for the 8th cycle, for the 8th phase, and then Mother Eve would get me to say, it's like the language was there, get this blue blouse for the 8th cycle, for the 8th cycle. Wonderful. And I'm believing there is something else. Mother Eve also wanted me to convey that it's the 8th life path souls, the 8th life path souls are the ones going into the 5th dimension, and the ones with the 5 life path as well. I believe so. I'll have to double check the 5, but it is the 8 and 5. Yes, it is true. It is 8 and 5 life path people are moving into the 8th dimension. And there we have it again. 8 and 5 is 13. And when we add the 5th of May, let's do this. So it's the 5th of the 5th, and the year 2018. When we add this is 9 and 2 is 9 and 2 is 11. So 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So adding these together, so I might have had it, oh, this is supposed to be 6. The 15th is 6 and not 5, because it's 1 plus 5. Okay, thank you, Mother Eve. So 6, 5, 2. Adding these together, this would be 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. Now, is this, I mean, I didn't plan this. I couldn't just plan this. This is really channeled from Mother Eve. Mother Eve is really channeling out this information through me, showing me that this 13 hair, it's like a demarcation of another Last Supper, another sacrifice, it's a demarcation of a new phase, the 8th phase. So the number 8 would be that which was Moses' phase. Moses equals 8. It would be that which was Abraham's phase. Oh, Mother Eve is really working here now, because Abraham, or Abram, however it was, it was still 8. So 1, but we see the B is still here as well. The B, okay, like the 13, it is like telling us what it is. So this is 2, 9, 1, 8, 1, 4. And if we add this together, we have 5, 13, 23, 25, 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. So this is the thing that I'm already seeing here. And we have this with when Sarah, the story of Abraham and Sarah too, or Hagar, which was the mother of Abraham's first son, was also 8. Hagar also equaled 8, and Abraham equaled 8. And Sarah, when Sarah's name changed, in fact I did I'm going to have to go over it again, but I did come to understand where the correlation was with Sarah also had an 8 in her makeup, where she had to be on par with her husband. Okay, because in having the word Sarah, first of all, I think I'm just checking on the time, Sarah, and this is 81911. That's where her name was changed to Sarah instead of Sarai. So this is 10, 18, 19, 20. So as 20, was really the bedrock here, which equals foundation, which equals rock, which equals south, which equals planting right here. So Sarah was doing this here, but the word, this is where we get it. The word 20. Oh yes, thank you, Mother Eve. So 20, as we have seen, when we do the word 20, which is 72555, which is Mother Eve. This is 15 and 9. 15 plus 9, 10, 11. This would be 26. 2 plus 6, which is where Sarah was really the same par with her husband. 2 plus 6, 8, with her husband Abraham. So this is where we can see that the numbers had been, or the Bible is written in such a way that it does require us to take the time to really understand how the numbers work out. And of course, with Mother Eve's guidance, she does teach us how to say, let there be light, and there was light. Thank you for watching. Namaste, and spill over with love.